Welcome to this beautiful Zen garden. Today we'll be doing a 20-minute class focused on backbends. When we do backbends, we open up the heart center. Not only is this great for the spine and the hips, but it also allows us to experience a sense of openness, a sense of vulnerability. Seated at the back of our mats, sitting on the heels, palms resting on the knees, and the eyes closed. Inhale, scoop the arms up, palms together, maybe arching back. Exhale, child's pose, balasana. Enjoying the gentle curve of the lower back, the roundness of the spine. And then gently rolling up. Let's tuck the toes and sit back on the heels. Inhale, scoop the arms again, arching back. Exhale, hands lower to heart. Place the hands on the mat, release the toes. Cat-cows. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round, tuck the chin. Go with your own breath, moving through the vertebra of the spine. Really inhale to arch, drop the belly. Exhale, push away from the mat, tuck the chin. Last inhale, and then come to neutral. Left leg extends behind you in line with the hip. Right arm reaches forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, round the back and tap. Last one, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, tap. Release hand and knee to mat. Over to the other side, right leg extends out in line with the hip. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale, lengthen out more. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale, reach out. Exhale to tap and release. Well done. From here, tuck the toes, standing on the knees. Inhale, arching back. And exhale, hands to heart. Now release the head all the way back. See if this is comfortable for your neck. If not, you will keep the chin tucked throughout the practice whenever we do this. Release hands to mat. Round the spine once again, just as a counter stretch. And then walk the hands forwards. Melt the chest down to the mat. Resting your chin or forehead down for puppy pose. Breathing into the thoracic spine, allowing your heart to melt down. Slowly making your way to all fours. And now inhale, right arm opens up to twist. And then thread it through, placing the right shoulder, right cheek down. Left arm can wrap around the body or extend forwards. Just twisting into the back, breathing into the twist. Left arm comes back for support, right arm reaches open, and then coming onto the knees, gaze at your heel and bring right hand onto right ankle. Left arm reaches up and over. You can always step onto the toes for a bit more reach. Keep pushing the hips forwards. Windmill the hands to mat. And we'll go over to the other side. Left arm reaches open. And then thread through. Try to relax the head, relax the shoulders. And whatever variation you did with the free arm, you can repeat it here. And just allowing yourself to find some relaxation, some surrender in this pose. Breathing, and then bringing right hand down next to the face. Push into the hand, left arm reaches open. Coming up onto the knees, left hand to left ankle. Open up to a half camel twist. Keep pushing the hips forwards. Open up the chest. Make sure the head is relaxed. Then windmill the hands to mat, all fours. Round the spine for another counter stretch. And then come to neutral. Walk the hands one step forwards. Tuck the toes. Plank. Keep pushing away from the mat. Activate the upper body. And then bending the knees, slide the hips back. Roll through to plank, spinal rolls. Keep moving with your breath. Exhale back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips up and back. Inhale, roll through. Now pointing the toes, keep the legs off the mat, lift the head, dip the hip to the side, so right hip down, looking over left shoulder. Variation of upward facing dog. Now we'll come over to the other side, drop the left hip, gaze over your right shoulder, keep lifting the chest, dropping the hips. Coming back to center, and from here drop the knees to the mat, come back to your child's pose. No effort required whatsoever, just connect back to the breath. Notice how the body feels, and then slide the body through to Sphinx pose. So hips are on the mat now, resting, and you're lifting through the chest, pushing through the elbows. From here, come onto fingertips. Inhale, roll the spine up for a bit of a deeper back bend. Keep breathing, and then slowly roll down. Placing the right arm, right hand in line with the right shoulder, and then taking your left foot, stepping it behind you. You can always bring the left arm also behind you to interlace hands, and just intensifying the shoulder stretch. Slowly release, coming back to center, rolling into your prone position, and then extend left hand out in line with the shoulder. Step your right foot behind you and do whatever variation you want with the free arm. Just a gentle twist, nice shoulder stretch. Breathing into it. Feel the support of the ground beneath you. Gently make your way back to center, rolling onto the front body. And now we'll bring the arms extended behind us, floating off the mat. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Use the back muscles to lift yourself up, and then roll down. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, roll down. It doesn't matter how high you go, just activate the muscles. Inhale, lift up. Hold it. Exhale, release. Well done. Now tuck the toes, extend the legs off the mat. See if you can push up into a reverse chaturanga. And then bend the knees. Slide the hips up and back. Think of your rib cage towards your thighs. Downward facing dog. From here, the left leg reaches up to three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Bend the knee. Point the knee straight up. All the weight onto the right hand. And then if you'd like to, step your left foot behind you. Roll around, lifting the hips, opening the chest for wild thing. Left arm reaches back. To come back, gaze at the mat. Three-legged dog. And then we'll do a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up, three-legged dog, open up the hip, bending into the knee, and you can stay here or all the weight onto the left hand. Slowly with control, step, the right foot behind you. Open up the chest, open up the hips up to the sky. Reach the right arm back. Gazing down at the mat, coming back the same way you came in, three-legged dog, and one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From here, on your tippy toes, walk to the center of the mat, and then come to a gentle forward fold. You can sway side to side, holding opposite elbows, and then bending the knees, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lengthen up, hands reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Stepping the feet to the outsides of the mat, support the back with the hands. Inhale to standing cobra. Exhale, counter with forward fold. Bend in the knees, slowly roll up, support the back once again. Inhale, arching back, this time bend the knees. Release the head all the way back. Breathe. Slowly all the way through, forward fold. Relax. Surrender. Slowly come back to center. This time bring the hands to prayer. Inhale, arching back, bend the knees, release the head, and see if you can extend the arms back. Maybe even grabbing hold of the thighs. And release. Slowly articulate the spine all the way through. Release the head and neck, sway side to side, releasing any tension in the back. Now from here, halfway lengthen. Exhale, hop back, plank pose. Dropping knees to mat. Standing on the knees. Place the hands on the back for support, and like we did standing, inhale, arching back. And exhale, coming through to cat stretch, round the spine. Standing on the knees, feel free to tuck the toes, leaning back, and then release one hand at a time for your camel pose. You can always point the toes, release the feet down if you're comfortable. Try not to release the hips back, keep pushing them forwards. Slowly roll through all the way to a child's pose, and this time maybe bring the arms alongside the body. Take a breath. Enjoying the gentle curve of the spine. And then slowly roll up and make your way through to a seated position, however you like. Sitting at the center of the mat, make your way onto your back. And then we'll bring the feet closer to the body. Palms pressed down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. So keeping a tuck in the pelvis, push into the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, lower down. If you'd like to come into wheel pose, bring the hands alongside the head, fingers spread out. Walk the feet apart, lift the hips, push into the hands, bring top of the head on the mat, and then push out, straighten the arms, trying to straighten the legs, and think of the weight going back towards the hands. Good, take a breath. And then release by tucking chin, bringing shoulders onto the mat, and then the rest of the spine to follow. Take a breath, take a moment. You can always dip the hips side to side, just releasing the lower back, getting any little kinks out. And then we'll hug knees into chest, rocking side to side, massaging the spine into the floor. From here, straighten the legs, and you can stay here, or push into the arms and hands, peel the back off the mat, bringing your knees onto your forehead. To take it further, straighten the legs, and even further, place the toes onto the floor behind you. This is Halasana, plow pose. Breathe, even though there might feel like there's a lot of compression in the lungs, and feel free to release whenever you need to. To release, place the hands down, pushing firmly into the ground. Use the arms as brakes as you slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time, not rolling up or flopping out of the pose. Gently release the feet to the mat. Take a breath. And then whenever you're ready, rock up to seated. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Reach the arms up, flex the feet, and exhale, fold. This is a great stretch to do after all these back bends. This also helps to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. Deep, slow breaths, allowing the body to relax. Coming to a seated twist. We'll bend the left knee, bring the right knee into the chest, and then take the left arm, hook it in front of the knee, and twist to the back. Slowly come through to center. This time right knee at the bottom, the left foot steps alongside the thigh. Your right arm will hook over the left knee, and then twisting, gazing over the back shoulder. Slowly come through to center and come to an easy seated pose. And we'll just take a minute to settle the body, settle the mind, and just notice again how the body feels. And then bringing your awareness to your heart. Hands pressed together, thumbs pressed against the heart, bowing down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today.